Hello, welcome, and good morning to Awareness Talks. I'm JamieLynn, your host, and this is where we bring you insight and action to your life. So most of the time, a lot of us struggle with just the simplicity of being happy. Sometimes, we're overwhelmed with being sad. So I wanted to look up some foods and base this on a nutrition video today. So a lot of great foods can help with your mood. First and foremost is water. Keeping yourself well hydrated. Why does this make a difference? Okay, so we've got toxins that float around in our muscles in our body all day long. When you're dehydrated, it's no different than being hangry. Really, you have to have water to be able to think, to be able to function, and so the body can cleanse itself. And so water is extremely important. A friend of mine had taped on, and you can make this decorative, but like every quarter or half inch or so down on a 16-ounce bottle, she wrote like a time. So by that time, this much should be drank. And then you fill it up one more time, and on the other side is like all the times after noon, let's say. And so regardless of like how much you're drinking that way, it at least gets you into a habit and has a visual reference that I'm drinking water. It gets you started. Now, for someone who weighs, let's say, around 170 pounds, so that's me, I would have to drink 4 of those 16 ounces a day to equal out somewhere around 80 ounces. To how you figure that out, you take your weight and you times that number. My brain just went completely blank. Oh, I'm sorry. You take your weight and you divide that number by 2, and then your remaining number is your ounces that you need in a day. So, okay, let's move on to some other stuff. Nuts and seeds, magnesium. Nuts and seeds are great. They have great omega-3 oils in them anyways, but the magnesium is the important part. When you have magnesium in your system, your body's going to be like, yeah, I have an opportunity to be happy. Dark chocolate provides that, which, ladies, you know what I'm talking about, but listen, it's not milk chocolate, it's dark chocolate. And there are enough varieties of dark chocolate out there to be able to ease into eating the darker chocolates. All we're really doing is taking out the sugar there in that process. And so 73%, 85, I think, percent, you'll have to read the boxes. Sorry, my puppy's being rude. But yeah, 70% or higher. Some would argue, nope, 80% is good. 80% can be quite bitter. Don't start there. Gradually work your way up to 80% or 85. Salmon is a great resource for so many things. It's heart healthy. It helps with focus and a few other things. Say hi, Kuma. And then we've got the dark greens, of course. You could throw some salmon on some dark greens and have, and some nuts and seeds on there, and make a really good salad, actually. And then have your dark chocolate for your dessert. And then for breakfast, you would have your citrus fruits, oranges and grapefruits, and anything that has a lot of vitamins, heavy in vitamin C. Grapes, I think, are another one. Eat your fruits in the morning, and especially for those who don't like to eat breakfast, fruit is a great way to start your day. You only need like a cup or 2 if you're not a big breakfast person, and it'll change your mood because you actually have something inside your stomach to digest. Yogurts are another good one if you want a little heavier of a breakfast, but please stay away from those heavily processed yogurts with the colorings and the flavors in them. Add your own flavor. If you are a sweet person, put maple syrup on. There's benefits to maple syrup. You could go ahead and Google that one. And then, get granola or something to stick on, or fruit in there, honey even. There's lots of ways to dress up yogurt, but please get the plain yogurt so that you're not eating all those extra chemicals. And then mushrooms. That's another great way to boost your mood. Put your mushrooms on your burger and your salad. You have lots of options with mushrooms, and there's a lot of variety of mushroom out there. Some of them are as amazing as a piece of steak. It depends on how you cook it and how you treat it when it's picked, all that kind of stuff. A little bit of research would have to go in that, but mushrooms are a great source. Quinoa, you can use that to either supplement for your rice or your pasta. Quinoa, it doesn't have a whole lot of flavor at all, so you can flavor that however you wish. Banana, that's another great way to start your day, and it's got potassium in it besides, so it's great for your muscles. But bananas will also help boost your mood. Chicken and turkey, that could be your lunch and dinner. We have some theories about how turkey can make you sleepy and stuff like that. I think that's now becoming debunked. You'd have to research that. But a nice light sandwich with some dark greens, or throw the turkey and chicken on top of your salad. So there's lots of options as far as that goes, is boosting your mood. Outside, well, of course, exercise, but today we're talking about food. So also, too, I do highly recommend try out organic for a couple reasons. I always find that I get full off of eating organic. Like an organic apple, it's very filling. Bananas, for example, my husband and I tried this out. I bought both organic and what we would now call regular bananas, and he took one to work not knowing and the other to work, and he's like, why did my banana pretty much taste like I was eating chalk? I was like, I don't know, because I never paid attention to that. It feels weird on the teeth and everything. And so he tried the organic banana again. He's like, oh, okay, the organic banana was actually better. The other thing I noticed about citrus, when I was growing up, the idea of an orange was like brilliant. I'm like, yes, I want an orange. But every time I would bite into it, the texture was wrong. The taste the taste was like, in my childlike mind, it was like poison. It didn't taste any different than the smell of a household cleaner. And I just thought that was weird, and maybe I wasn't a person to like oranges, so I gave them up. But then when this whole organic kick started, I resisted it at first. I'm like, oh, it's just another fad, they're trying to make money off you or something. Then I did the research, and it's like, no, these people who are growing this stuff are really dedicated to their work, and they want the truth out there, and they want people to be healthy. So I gave the orange a try. It was the first organic piece that I had there's a lot to say about organics, but I'll just leave it at there for the time constraint in the conversation. So I picked out an orange, and I could not believe the flavor. I could not believe how full and fulfilled I felt, how awake I felt. It was amazing. And it was like, peaceful. I don't know how to explain the difference between this orange and the other. The taste was what orange should be, what they keep trying to put in candies. That was the taste. I also experienced that with almonds that were unsalted, not baked, nothing. It was just a pure almond. I had given up the majorities of the sugars. I still have sugar once in a while, but I gave up the majority of it in like cereals and all this. And I tasted an almond, and I just like flipped out. It tastes like what almond extract would smell like. It was just that powerful. So our taste buds have been worn out by processed stuff and weird chemicals in our food when we eat the Pop-Tarts and the weird cereals. And, the stuff that was normal to me as a kid is now weird in my head. Like, why would we put this stuff in our bodies? It doesn't help us. It doesn't give us energy. The only thing it does is make us not hungry for a couple hours, but then we get over hungry, right? And then we're like scrounging for food. And that's not a way to be living your life. You shouldn't have to be so focused on food. And inside of this transition, you will be. If you choose to make this transition, you'll be a bit more focused on food than you would like. Take one food item at a time. Don't push yourself. Be patient with yourself. Try new things. And, food can be amazing. It doesn't have to be heavy and greasy and quick, just the quick bite thing. Get the quick bite out of your mind. I'm just going to go and get a quick bite to eat. Just get that out of your mind. Enjoy your food. When you have food, so it should be a whole nother video. When you have food in front of you, that's your time to relax, enjoy, and conversate. or meditate or write or, be with yourself. Take breaks. Breathe deep. And I wanted to start this. I'm sure I went over on time because nutrition is kind of a passion of mine. But I wanted to start this. So gratitude breaths. So let's take a nice deep breath. I am grateful for the food I have in my fridge. I am grateful for the food that I can purchase. I am grateful for the food that nourishes my body. I am grateful for who I am. All right, have a wonderful, amazing rest of your day and rest of your week. I hope your weekend was absolutely fantastic. And personal note, as you notice, I chopped my hair. I've gotten mixtures of different comments. Of course, my sister is struggling. My husband struggled a little bit. But some people are like, it's super cute. I love it. So me personally, not sure yet. I haven't really looked at it as much as everybody else has. So we'll see. It'll be fun. It's different. It's out of my comfort zone. So I'm pushing my limits. You should try that too. Take care. See you Thursday.